You don't need to change your life overnight. You just need to get 1% better every single day. That's the core idea behind Atomic Habits, one of the most powerful books on personal growth ever written by James Clear. It's not about motivation or willpower. It's about building systems that make success inevitable. So today, I'm breaking down the key lessons from Atomic Habits in the simplest way possible. No fancy words, no over-explaining, just clear, practical ideas you can start using today. Before we jump in, here's something you should remember. Big goals sound exciting. I'll get fit. I'll start a business. I'll be more confident. But the truth is, goals don't change your life. Habits do. You become what you repeatedly do. If your habits improve, your results will improve naturally. So let's dive into the 5 biggest lessons that will help you build habits that actually stick. Lesson 1. Small habits make a big difference. We often think massive success needs massive action, but it doesn't. James Clear says, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. Just like money grows when you invest it consistently, your habits compound too. If you improve by just 1% every day, you'll end up 37 times better by the end of the year. But the same is true in reverse. If you get 1% worse each day, those small declines add up too. Think about brushing your teeth. It takes only 2 minutes, but over time it keeps your teeth healthy. Or exercising for 10 minutes daily. One session won't change you, but doing it for months definitely will. The key idea here is focus on being consistent, not perfect. Small habits don't seem to make a difference until you cross a tipping point. So don't chase instant results. Chase consistency. That's where transformation happens. Lesson 2. Focus on systems, not goals. Here's something interesting. Winners and losers often have the same goals. Both athletes want to win. Both students want good grades. Both entrepreneurs want success. So if everyone has the same goal, why do only some succeed? Because goals are about results, but systems are about processes. James Clear explains it perfectly. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. For example, instead of saying, I want to lose weight, focus on building a system. Like, I'll walk for 20 minutes after dinner every day. Instead of, I want to write a book, create a system. I'll write 200 words every morning before checking my phone. Systems are what keep you moving forward even when motivation fades. Goals give you direction, but systems give you progress. So stop obsessing over the end result. Build a routine that naturally leads you there. Lesson 3. Identity-based habits. This is probably the most powerful lesson in the entire book. Most people try to change their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve, but the real transformation happens when you focus on who you want to become. Let's take an example. Instead of saying, I want to read more, say, I'm the kind of person who reads every day. Instead of saying, I want to quit smoking, say, I'm not a smoker. See the difference? You're not forcing yourself to act differently. You're becoming the kind of person who naturally does those things. When your habits match your identity, change feels natural. But when your habits go against your identity, it feels like a constant struggle. So every time you take action, even a small one, you're casting a vote for the type of person you want to become. Read one page, you're becoming a reader. Go for a short walk, you're becoming a healthy person. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep voting for your new identity, one small action at a time. Lesson 4. The 4 laws of behavior change. James Clear breaks down how habits actually work using 4 simple laws. If you want to build a good habit, follow these 4. If you want to break a bad one, do the opposite. Here's the breakdown. Make it obvious. You can't change what you don't notice. If you want to drink more water, keep a bottle on your desk. If you want to meditate, leave your mat somewhere visible. The easier it is to see the cue, the easier it is to act. Make it attractive. Combine habits with something you enjoy. For example, listen to your favorite podcast only when you go for a walk. That way, your brain starts craving the walk too. Make it easy. Don't aim for perfect execution, aim for easy repetition. Want to start reading? Start with 2 pages. Want to work out? Do 5 push-ups. Once the habit feels easy, your brain will stop resisting it. Make it satisfying. Reward yourself. Track your progress. When you see small wins, it keeps your brain motivated. That's why habit trackers or simple checklists work so well. They make progress visible and satisfying. So remember, obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying. These 4 steps are like a cheat code for behavior change. Lesson 5. Environment shapes behavior. Here's a truth we often ignore. Your environment matters more than your motivation. You might have strong willpower, but if your environment constantly triggers bad habits, you'll lose the battle eventually. James Clear says, you don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your environment. If you want to eat healthy, make sure healthy food is visible and junk food is hidden. If you want to study, keep your phone in another room. If you want to sleep better, don't scroll your phone in bed. Basically, design your surroundings to make good habits easy and bad habits hard. Think of your environment as silent support. It either helps you move forward or holds you back. So make it your ally, not your enemy. Bonus insight. Here's a bonus from the book. Never miss twice. Everyone slips. Everyone skips a workout or forgets to read. That's normal. The real problem starts when you miss twice, because that's when the habit starts to fade. So if you ever fall off track, just bounce back the next day. Progress isn't about perfection. It's about getting back on track faster each time. So to sum it all up, you don't need motivation. You don't need big goals. You just need small, consistent actions that align with the person you want to become. Because habits aren't just what you do. They're who you become. And that's the real message of Atomic Habits. If this video gave you value, drop a like. It really helps the channel grow. Comment below and tell me what's one small habit you'll start building today. And of course, subscribe if you want more simple, practical videos on self-improvement. Remember, 1% better every day is all it takes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.